Yello everybody and welcome to a new episode of Shakesandfidget free-to-play playthrough. It's been a while as I was on vacation, but here I'm back on our free-to-play character and I would like to show you the progress I made. Even though I was on vacation, I was playing, let's say, semi-regularly because I was doing the thirst, I was doing the guild fights, and actually the most important thing, I was doing the Hellevator, which we'll cover today as well. If you like this type of content, don't forget to like and subscribe to get a notification when a new video is out. And also don't forget to leave a comment below if you just want to say hello. I would be glad to read your email and answer, or if you want to give any suggestion on the content I'm making. But onto the game itself, and as first, what I mentioned is the Hellevator. Hellevator is finished. And we finished, or my guild finished in the reward 8. Not that good, to be honest, but most of my guild is free to play. When it comes to me, I am 13th in the guild out of 50, actually 49. We're missing one character, one player, and my highest level was 107. Actually, like from 104 to 107, I was really struggling. I had to use some shrooms to shuffle through the shop and get the resistances to different elements, be it cold, fire, or lightning. And then I was managing to beat the 3 others. I would not recommend this as a free-to-play player. I had some shrooms to spare, but in general I would not recommend this, because getting these 3, this would yield some, let's say, 300 additional points, and you would have to use some shrooms for it, and does not benefit that much. We of course got a new legendary gem because of it, and we got a bunch of resources which helped us to run the fortress upgrade level 14. But we also got the legendary gem. It's not yet equipped, it's here because I got this weapon and I equipped the gem just before I got the legendary gem, and I did not want to waste the gem which I have inside by replacing it now with this one. So I will use it with the next weapon which I get, and this one then I would toss to Kunigunde. So that's when it comes to the Hellevator. It was a struggle for me to achieve these 107, but I have been playing regularly and I have managed to get the 21,000 points on this character, which is not half that bad. As a shroomer, you can get probably much more. I mean, as on this level, maybe not, but as a shroomer, you would be higher level, so you would be able to get more levels and more points on a daily level. So that's when it comes from the Hellevator. But where are we at when it comes to our character? We are level 237. Quite nice. I have been pushing dungeons as always, and this is the main experience which we are getting. Last weekend there was actually exceptional XP event, which also was really nice. I did 3 days worth of 300 thirst, because we collected some shrooms during the Hellevator, so I had some shrooms to spare and I was using it on the exceptional XP event. This also boosted our level by a lot, and then our scrapbook is at 73.4%. Here and there I'm also trying to find some fights, and it's going okay. The problem is that mostly it's like fights which bring 1, maybe 2 items, so it's going quite slow when it comes to this. When it comes to the equipment, I cannot now exactly say if there were some upgrades. I think there were. Weapon is for sure one of them. I also got this weapon just recently, but the problem is that the range is shit, so I would not equip this one. It's also all stat, which it's not that great. And also Kunigunde has a better weapon than this one. I mean, it does have a bit of average damage higher because of the range, but this one does not have a gem, so I would have to spend some resources to add the socket to it, so I decided not to change it at the moment. Probably will get better weapon later on. Same goes for our beloved Mark. Here I have a weapon, but the The weapon he has greater range, and it's also 3 stats, so I would not replace it with this one. But generally, our um, followers are quite nicely equipped, which was helping me push the tower. We are at level 55 of the tower. I have been trying to push the shadow dungeons, and it's going okay. But at the same time, I'm pushing the tower itself, because the chance of us winning in the tower, it's like 75% or similar. And the last but not least thing is the fortress, or two additional things. Sorry, first the fortress, both the underworld and this one. So here we are leveling 14. I think I have Hall of Knights 13. Let's check it. Yes, I do have. So we are up to date with the fortress and the Hall of Knights. And when it comes to the underworld, so the underworld has been steadily progressing. We have a gladiator at 8. All the other buildings we have at 9. Only the gladiator we need some resources to upgrade. And at the same time, I was pushing a bit of adventure-matic, because just not to waste time. The build time is like 2 hours. It was even faster before that, and it's not a huge cost of souls to build it. So I built a part of it on the side while waiting to gather enough resources to upgrade the gladiator. The last thing to check is the arena manager. When it comes to the arena manager, you see that we are on a quadrillion at the moment, so it's also steadily going. We can sacrifice now for 4. This is exactly what I have been doing when I'm doubling the amount. Now it's even more than doubling. When I'm doubling the amount of runes I would sacrifice, I would then upgrade everything. So for example, I'm gonna go to bed quite soon, so now I would wait first to upgrade all of the attractions to maximum which I can in next 10 minutes. Overnight, in the morning, I would then use all of the money which I would gather over the night to upgrade them again. And usually during the day, I would then sacrifice again, because I would have enough, let's say, to sacrifice runes to sacrifice. So I wanted to cover just quickly how my days were going, more or less. So the first things first, as I always suggest, you can use the mail, and you can use this to-do list by clicking 2 times the email. So the first time it will open the email, the second time it would open this one, and then I would be just going through this list and doing everything which I can as a free-to-play player as easy as possible. So for example, the beer, I don't drink 11 beers because I don't use shrooms except for the exceptional XP event. Secret agent, depending what the secret agent mission is, I would do it or not. Gambler, I only do it when there is a event connected to the dice game. Then the arena brawler, this I have been slacking a bit. I mean, it gives you the honor and boosts you in the ranks. I usually use the fights in the Hall of Fame to gather the scrapbook, so this is why it's 0 out of 10. And then the pet fights and the fidget spinner, again, fidget spinner, I don't do the 20 fights, even though at the moment I do have some lucky coins. I would not use them until there is some event which could benefit us. So from that point of view, the only other thing is the pet fights which I need to do. But back to the topic. So the first thing, I do the thirst. I don't use the hourglasses on the thirst unless I'm in a hurry. For example, it's already midnight coming, so I need to hurry up, and then I use the hourglasses. Usually I just run the time because it's a free-to-play character. I don't have a lot of hourglasses, so I don't want to skip it. So from that point of view, I would just run it normally. Then on the next topic, I would use my money to upgrade the arena manager attractions on a regular basis. So that's the second thing. You would also have a mail here somewhere. Not sure exactly, but somewhere in the arena manager. I don't think actually it exists unless you have resources. Here it is actually. You have enough money to buy new attractions, so I would just click and I would then go back and do the attraction upgrades. If Usually I do it by myself, but if I miss it somehow, you can see it in the task to-do list in the mail. So this is the second thing I would do. I always check the magic shop for potions. Unlucky at the moment, so we have the only the 25 hours of dexterity potion and no health potions at the health potion at the moment. Then I would always feed my pets with the food, and then two main things is currently. So here we are on the current pet. So now we are waiting for the assembly of awesome animals to push all the way to the end. Here, same situation. Here, same. Here, well, same. It's just that for this one we need a lot of food, but we will be able to push some of these once we get a bit more food. And then the last thing is here we are fighting with Octobus to get the Watnake, because this is the last pet which we need to go to the all the way to Hydrosphere. But the problem is we actually need Gladiator at level 10 to even have a remote chance to win against this one. But I'm still fighting because maybe we get lucky. And then the last thing when it comes to pet is I'm always doing the 5 fights to get the food. Dungeon, as I said, I have been pushing the tower. Tower is going actually quite great. I will actually leave the fight in the background while I'm talking. So generally, the tower fights all the way to level 70 are quite easy. So I have been pushing them as much as I can. Um, they do provide some boost in the gold, not by much, but if you can push like 10 of them, that's 10% of increase of gold, which is great for sure. So it was going quite great. I will actually speed even more because it's going quite slow. Um, so this is more or less the last thing when it comes to using all of my stuff. The actually really last thing is the guild fights. I mean, signing up for guild, you can see I have like 90% of my health available. So the guild fights, guild portal, and the guild pet, and the really last thing is, as I mentioned, the luring of the heroes in Underworld and fighting in the fortress. So I have been just doing this on a regular basis on all of my characters actually, but we're talking about the free to play at the moment. So that's it for the progress. Now, when it comes to some news, first things first is the events which are coming for the weekend. It's two epic items events. Good luck extravaganza is actually good for us. We can use some lucky coins, some dice game plays to try and get some epics. I did get some epics previous week, so hopefully previous weekend, so hopefully we will get some more now. Fort Fancy Festival, really nice, only big gems. This will be nice, and extra resources from sources, so also good. And Tidy Toilet Time, for which I have actually saved, oh well, only one item unfortunately. On other my characters I have much more items. Also this one, because it's a small, I will update, put it here. I tend to keep only 2 constitution gems, and everything else dexterity, and so I upgraded, replaced this one here just to have it. So that's for the events. And then the last thing is the new shores. You know that what this means. This means a new server is coming, EU6, on August 18th, and um, I will actually play it, but not to full extent. And I want to share with you my plan because you might like this, or you will benefit from this. Driven by an idea which one other content creator had, Hunrizzle. Shout out to him with this. I don't know if he got this idea or he maybe got it from someone else, but a kudos to him for doing this on EU EU2 if I'm not mistaken. Let me just check if it's EU2. Yes, it's EU2. So he did this on EU2, and it's a way how to give back to the community. So what he did is actually he created a character, he leveled it to highest level possible in a short period of time, uh, and only doing luck upgrades. So he did not upgrade his character at all. I will actually show him how it looks like. So if I go here, I mean I don't have to go here, I can do it. Han Rizal, this is his no, this is his usual name. Here it's Lure Rizal. So this is his character, and as you can see, he does not have anything in strength, nothing in dexterity, nothing in intelligence, nothing in constitution, and only luck he did upgrade. And you can see he has 1.7 thousand. So he did upgrade luck. He's level 203. He has no equipment. He's not in a guild. He's nothing. So what he actually did by this, and you can see it in his name, Lure, he created a character which other users can lure in the underworld and defeat easily. So, for example, in on this character which I have here, I have been farming him for an extended period of time uh, because I can easily defeat him whatever my keeper level is. So for example, if I would now attack with my keeper any other normal 200 level, I would lose. But him, I can easily defeat. So my goal for the new server would actually be to create a similar character. I hope you I hope I will manage to do it. I will buy some mushrooms to do it, just probably first few packs, and I expect within 2-3 weeks, well, 2-3 weeks maybe too small, I cannot vouch. I expect to be something around level 200, and then this is where I would stop and sell all of my equipment and similar, and just leave my character for everyone to farm it for souls. I would also spread the word around wherever I can that this character exists. The main reason why I'm doing this is because I really don't have time to play that many characters. Um, I want to focus on the characters I currently have, and then I still have some characters which I want to have is the battle mage and warrior, which I'm missing. And since I actually invested a lot in EU5, I want now to make a small break before the next investment in the next character, which will probably be warrior. A battle mage I will leave for some better times. But the point is that since I don't want to do a huge investment, I still want to play a bit. I will make this character for you to use it in your underworld. I hope you will like this, and I hope I will see you on the EU6. Until the next episode, live long and keep on gaming.